share our experiences. Once we return, bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. You see, mind picks up those experiences, it hides the real self. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. How are you, Stephen and Sam?
Great. This today's lesson meditation was a lot to think about. I couldn't help but continue to reflect through the meditation of peace and happiness is my essential nature. Then the analytic side of me came in and said, okay, I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. And peace and happiness is my essential nature, and that means it lives solely in the real self. And I had this feeling of absolute bliss, and I must be in the real self at the moment. So it was just a great experience for me.
Beautiful. I just want to add something. When I say I am peace, I and the peace are two things. Who reflects the mind? When the mind dissolves, I and the peace are one. We are there. It's not difficult, but as we continue to contemplate and reflect, he'll be there. So, how are you, Sam?
Good. I have been contemplating and reflecting on measurement a little bit this week, and the natural tendency that I've had to measure my progress, measure my growth with numbers, and then you usually end up with something that you lack. But over the last 24 hours, I've really just been trying to focus on what's always there. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
This lesson helped with that.
That's beautiful. That prevents the mind to hide the real self. The moment we contemplate and reflect on the measurement. Sorry. Measurement with the name in the form, time in the space. I think you all remember. How are you, David and Jerry?
I'm doing fine. Firstly, happy birthday, Stephen.
Happy birthday, Stephen. Yeah.
It was a great meditation for me. It was different, very deep, and I don't remember a lot of the journey because it was just nothing until you startled me with the Om Shanti at the end, and I kind of snapped out of whatever I was in.
That's beautiful. Yes. The mind accepted everything that the master has taught, and the mind was moving in a flow with the master. But the master passed on in these 4 verses, and that gives us that experience. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Sorry, I'm good. Yeah, the meditation was really deep, went by fast. It was no distractions. It was just very settled.
That's beautiful. No distraction, obviously, it means the mind is absorbed. Beautiful. How are you, Brandy?
I'm good, thank you. My meditation was, in a word, expansive. And what I mean by that is just before you start talking about the breath, not really being limited to the physical space, I realized that I oftentimes put my mind in a physical place in the body, like where my brain is, but I was like, you don't have to stay there. You can, you're not limited to like what is your brain mass.
Yes.
So it gave my mind, it's like, freed my mind to get a little more absorbed. And then you started talking about the breath. I was like, yeah, same thing, right?
Yeah.
So it was, and I didn't. I mean, I guess I kind of knew I was doing that, but not with the realization that I had today, and it aligned nicely with your offerings while we were meditating. So these Saturday practices, I'm always ready for it to be a non-practice, and they're always my busiest ones. But it was really good.
That's good. That's beautiful, Rani. Yeah. Because everyone's temperament and everyone's mind is different, and whatever you pick up, whether it's a non-practice or a practice, both ultimately results into the same one thing. We'll have questions after. How are you, Vaibhav?
So I'm really very good. It was peaceful, very peaceful.
Very peaceful. Good. How are you, Ashok?
Good, sir. Nice and peace.
Good. I am good. You are good. Practice is good. What is good? Everything is good.
Everything is good.
You are aware of everything. Very good. You see? How are you, Christina? And then we'll go to Terry.
Happy birthday, Stephen. I'm grateful to be here as always. I felt it was a very subtle practice for me, but at the same
Great.
time, it was very expansive, and I felt like I was able to tie up loose ends that was still busy in my mind, and so it has made me very calm, and it made me bring down the nerves or anything going on. So
Beautiful.
at peace.
Yeah. Beautiful. The word expansive obviously means the mind is going inside. To explain, to give the interpretation. Beautiful. And how are you, Terry? I know you have a lot of questions, and I'm ready for it. Why should I be ready? Master class with.
I wish I had one. I wish I had a meditation without any distraction.
Okay.
But I had a meditation that was all distraction. And I went from the space, I would go into the space, and then my head would be shaking around. It would shake me around, and I'd become aware of the room.
Okay.
And and all the things, and then I was thinking about, who is aware of the room is the same person that was in the room that in another room, and in rooms in the past that don't even exist anymore. And where did they go? And it's all, I thought I should do this lesson in every room of my house.
Yes, that's a wonderful point. Now see that I will just pass on, I just recalled from which Upanishad, perhaps one Upanishad. We have yet to start the teachings of the Upanishad. They are the highest teaching. And think of this, contemplate and reflect. And that will solve this puzzle. So what is that? That master says that real self is present in the body, but not the body. It is present in the water, but not the water. It is present in the space, but not the space. Stephen, it is present in the air, but not the air. It is present in the thought, but not the thought. It is present in the experience, but not the experience. It is present in the pasta, but not the pasta. It is independent. And that entity is one in the same. Whether you take water, ether, air, body, breath, mind, intellect, we are there. That is all for today. We'll meet on Monday again. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Be happy.